I will hold my pee.
I will walk out of this show at 9 o'clock.
I gotta pee.
Do it live.
We're doing it.
Oh,
Like last week?
so
Clear off
Josh,
this shit.
you didn't hear this story. So you can't get Harrison.
Oh,
from
no,
the
no.
house.
Wait. Yeah. Not yet.
And we're back, everyone.
Hey.
How's it
Hi.
Hey.
So what's the story you're about
Well,
to
we
tell
got to
me?
hear how was
So-
everybody's Halloween?
Yeah.
Halloween was great. My best friends in the world showed up and gave me 2 boxes of Star Crunch.
It's pretty
So
cool.
I got
Yeah.
snacks for kids and adults. So he brought Harrison over, and we gave Harrison candy and a little toy. And I was like, Zach, wait, we got something for you.
We
And I
got something
handed
for
him
Dad.
Hot dogs because he loves his glizzies and hot dog buns. And he looks at it and goes, I already had hot dogs today. And then just turns around and leaves.
Doesn't say thank you. Doesn't show
What a
anything.
dick.
Christina's yelling in the background, Man of the Year.
I cannot. In my life, we've talked about earlier that we were early recorded. I need a vacation away from myself. And right now, I don't care anymore. Things are just coming through, like stuff that I've like.
Just things are coming at your
compartmentalized.
face.
A couple weeks ago, when I'm going back over to the brewery to lock up, and everyone was in there, and like Chad's like, "Oh, you're not gonna?" I go, "Dude, I'm gonna go." Like I was like so fed up with everything. He's like, "I want you to stay and lock up with us." I go, "I'm going to go smoke a joint with Reggie in the back alley," and that's what I'm doing right now. So you're an owner, you can lock up. You're one of the owners. Well, what do you mean? I go, I'm going to smoke pot right now.
Going to do drugs, Dad.
Right now. That's what I'm doing. It's the same thing. Like, well, I'm sorry I didn't thank you. Thank you for the hot dog.
No problem. I just thought it was hilarious. Just,
They're Sabarets.
I already ate hot dogs today.
And you walked away. And I looked at her. I'm like, is he not aware?
Meanwhile, Harrison's
Thanks,
doing
you
this to his
6-year-old.
mom with a toy. And Zach is just disappointed with his hot
The Ace
dogs.
Ventura era hoping.
we closed the door. She closes the door, and I look at her. I'm like, is Zach not aware that you don't have to eat an entire package of hot dogs in one
You
sitting?
just pop those in the fridge. They're good as new
Like-
tomorrow.
Were you, in
No,
fact,
I mean-
dressed as a hot dog?
Yeah, I was, but the way things have been going, I just open the package up and just start eating them. They're fully cooked.
No self-control.
The way my life has been going right now. that's
Throw the whole
going on.
package in and work it out later.
Just letting it all come out of me now. Everyone else gets to deal with what I'm going
Don't
through.
let-
Brandon stopped me
Don't-
because I was going to get
don't.
you either candy corn or hot fudge for the top of it because it's a festive time with sugar.
That would have been sweet. I would have loved it.
Don't let it come out of you in front of us.
It's going to. It's all coming out, man.
All right, well, let's get this show on the road.
Not while I'm sitting across from you or you're next to
I'm
my
Josh
wife.
Ruff at joshruff.com on all the things, www.joshruff.com, or here at Renaissance Studios at RS Tattoo and Y on Instagram.
I come for the
Hi,
flag.
guys. Reggie Inks here. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Reggie Inks. I draw and tattoo shit.
Send him $1 for $1.
On my Patreon, you can give me $1 a month for $1.
Did you reactivate it?
That I have still active.
It's a good deal.
Zach Pedley. That's me. I like my beers Ratchet. And then Chomp88 on TikTok. Ratchet is on Instagram. Thank you.
I like my little Debbie's Ratchet. I like City Girls Ratchet.
I like pancake ass.
All of them.
How do you not have twerking in any of your handles? You love twerking. Like I heart twerk 88.
Or
I feel like that would come off as
Once
me
again,
being...
we're having a difficult time getting through the credits.
Right, just...
I like
I'm
my,
sorry, I've been over here since 6. So
I like
I've been-
my beers to twerk.
I like empowering women.
No.
Bam Burns. Oh, Christina Maslar.
Really got our shit together tonight.
Christina Maslar and BamBurnsThings.com.
Ayo.
There's Bam. BamBurnsThings.com.
Hey, I'm here. I'm alive.
What are we talking about today, Bam?
Yeah, what is the subject?
Money.
Cool.
Dollar bills, y'all.
Dollar,
Make it
dollar
hail. Here's
bills.
some nickels.
Thanks.
What
Baller on a
specifically
budget.
about money?
The 10 richest painters in the world.
Fuck. Alive or dead?
9 of them are alive.
Okay.
I thought the one was still alive, but he died 5 years ago. So he's technically dead.
He's
Technically.
Not
His art lives on.
but while he was
He lives on in
alive,
our hearts.
he was wealthy.
Yeah, don't.
Okay.
I forgot which artist, so don't ask me because I didn't get like birth dates or anything.
Is Jeff Koons in this?
Well, yeah.
Perfect. I got
They're
a
the
little
richest
story about
people,
him.
so you
Well,
know they're all going to be terrible
Which we're
artists.
gonna also do an episode on Jeff Koons, so don't go too in depth.
No, I'm
This
not. I'm
is
just gonna
this is a-
teaser it
Yeah,
with
this-
what I know.
This is a nice preview
Yeah.
for. But the one guy died, so let's just cheers him now. He's dead. I don't know which one.
And they were all born.
Mystery Man.
Hey, Bam, can you
Rip
click the
in
fan?
peace.
Oh, yeah. We got to
It's
get
gonna
the...
get hot balls in here.
All right, so let's look at some images then.
Oh, that just shot some air right at my. Hold up.
Oh! Wearing shorts.
All right, who painted this piece of shit?
What a way to be optimistic and start this episode off.
This is Gerhard Richter. How much is his net worth?
We're taking a guess.
We're gonna guess.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay.
Each artist we're going to...
Okay, I'll go out there and say $5 million is his net worth right now. $5 million.
Probably way more than that.
19.5 million.
Are we talking about his entire body?
His net worth.
His
Yeah.
net worth.
His net worth.
100 million.
Now, he's the lowest on the scale, so he's number 10.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm gonna
$5
say
million.
$100 million.
50 mil. Price is Right rules. Closest without going anywhere.
40 mil.
40 mil.
40. Christina was closest at 19.
$1.1 million.
Yeah.
Whoa.
40 million.
40 mil.
40 million.
Yep. So
See, I feel like I'd like this if
Wait.
it was like a throw that I got from Home Goods that made me cozy. Because
Yeah.
I could
Yeah.
spill hot chocolate on, no one would know.
What's the size?
that I didn't.
Obviously,
Or
a
like-
wall piece.
The new
Let me-
bleach style tie dyes,
Yeah.
slap a band logo on
Yeah.
top. That would be pretty rad. Put
Yeah.
They gave it in centimeters because he is from Europe.
Okay.
It's 225.
Ah, the metric system.
The
225 centimeters by 200 centimeters.
I have no idea
This
how
was-
big that is.
This was paint-
200 centimeters. A foot is about 30 centimeters.
Okay, so it's decent size then.
I saw
This was painted in 1994, and it's a series of 1 of 4.
Oh.
This is the first.
You said about 200?
225 by 200.
This is about 78 inches, basically. 78 by 85 or something.
6 feet? 6 feet tall.
That's pretty big.
Yeah.
It's pretty dumb.
It's roughly the size of 3.5 bicycles.
Two small
But
people.
it's worth about, I don't know, 2 or 3 Mercedes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing is, from what I found, is that his net worth is generated from only 2 paintings.
Whoa.
One that sold for 18 million, and one for sold at 20.8 million.
Jeez.
Who are these people buying this? I have some really inexpensive shit you can buy.
You don't
Or you can pay
snazz
a lot
up
of
like
it.
that. Say you saw
Tax
Jesus
write-off.
through it. You gotta write it up. You
Wait,
gotta I felt all sorts of feelings. I
Drunk-
saw a new color.
By the way,
Aye.
Drunk Frank the Tank also told me when I was talking to him about artwork, he only buys paintings that are valued more than 22 million.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah.
Frank from next door.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Frank.
Then I asked him if he wanted to buy any of my paintings, and he was like, "What paintings?" I'm like, "The ones on the one."
better.
Yeah, I was like, "The ones on the walls behind you," and they're literally behind him. And he spins this far, and he looks like this, looks back at me, and goes, "When you start painting better," and then just
Fucking
went back
savage.
to drinking his
That
beer.
is pretty savage.
Yeah.
All right.
But Frank is not buying $22 million paintings.
No.
Let's be
He's just
real
not
here.
buying paintings.
I mean, in his head, he is.
Why? When he could spend all that money on edibles.
When all that Bitcoin money comes back, you can afford one of Bam's paintings.
Hey.
Called over Dylan today.
Maybe if
He's
it's
like, "Come
better.
over here. I want to make you rich."
Oh, God.
Dylan's like, "Oh, okay, Frank."
Is that like the time he told the dude with the long hair, "I want to give you the best golden shower you've ever seen"?
Yeah, what's the name of that movie? With the proposition of the wife?
Pretty Woman?
Indecent proposal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he tried an indecent proposal him.
All right, next. Oh, yes.
So there's actually 2 pieces from this guy. So this guy, his name is Anthony Gormley. What's his net worth?
Talking to this.
What's his net worth?
Ooh, I'm going to say
Last guy was 40, so now we're up to number 9.
Yeah.
62.
Ooh.
62.
$40.1 million.
I'm gonna go
70 mil.
I'm gonna go 49.
Closest without going over at 50 million.
Oh, sweet.
Shit. Okay.
I've seen installations like this.
Yes, that's why I wanted to include it.
Who buys shit like
in
this,
some of
though?
some of the photos I saw, he's also
People buy
dangling
this
from
and
it.
then donate it to museums and then write it off on their taxes.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't? Could you imagine someone buying this piece for their mansion? You got to check out the new wing I put on. Check it out.
Just
If
for this
someone
fucking
bought
thing.
this for their mansion, I would legit be like, you kill people. You kill people and keep them in the basement, don't you? 'Cause look at that.
Well, he would say, I don't have to kill people. I can also sell them as sex slaves.
To which
That
I
got
still
dark.
keep 10 in the basement. To which I still keep 10 in the basement.
To which I still keep 10. Actually, they're in the basement with this piece.
Keep them chained up underneath, waiting for one of those nails to spot fall.
Do you know how much this sold for?
I couldn't find a price
particular
on this.
thing?
No.
What is it?
It's a hanging thing. It's like when I was in Boston a few years ago. We went to the MoMA, and they had this room of things that you just, like, monkey swinging bars, and you just swung from them.
Do you want to tell the story?
Well, you see how
I'd
there's
like-
placemats
I'd like to-
here? I'm wondering
About
if like
the
you look up
installation?
at a certain angle and it shows
See,
something.
you're looking way more in depth to it. This is actually one of a couple of ones that he's built like this.
You pay for it, and they show up to your house. They put it in your house. That's what this is.
They'll put it in for you.
They put it in. Or the
this
installation.
looks like rebar.
Yeah.
Floating rebar.
In one of the photos I found, he's you couldn't see it as well, so that's why I didn't include it. But he's hanging from it.
Oh,
like,
really?
Like it was monkey bars.
It'd be
I
sweet if
think-
it was like,
The reason I'm getting serial
Cool.
killer vibes is because he's dressed like Hannibal Lecter.
yes.
It's possible.
Yes. I was hoping it would be something like aluminum tubes hung from ceiling, like the name of the piece. Aluminum tubes hung from ceiling. Media, aluminum tubes rolled from aluminum foil.
At
Do you
the
prefer
height-
this or counting rice?
Oh, this. Well, people counting rice are in pain. I go this. This, I would rather go see this.
At the height of his fame, in 2008, the Daily Telegraph named him as the 4th most powerful person in British culture.
Is it just because he could
What?
lift all that metal?
See Magneto?
I mean, it's possible.
This is one of those shows that's gonna go off the rails.
Preceded by Dr. Doom.
Yeah.
Dr. Stephen Strange.
So this is what he's most famous for. He did several of these. This is one of multiple of just.
Feels like the city, you know? All the lines going which ways, the traffic. You get lost in it, like you get lost in the city.
I'd rather get lost in the city.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then a homeless person might offer you drugs.
Or ask
What's
you to
wrong?
hold $1.
Hold $1.
Yo, can I?
Anything's possible in a city.
Yo, can I hold $1? You got $1? Can I hold $1?
Bet.
Yeah.
You want to play some CeeLo?
That.
We're all on a different wavelength right now.
We really are.
Let's go to the next one.
Great.
So this is actually by him as well.
this is pretty cool.
I wanted to include this because he's not known for doing these, and this one's awesome. Unlike the last piece of shit.
This would be a lot cooler if it was like razor wire or something, you know?
Ooh.
That'd be pretty metal.
Metal.
But I wanted to include this because same guy, and it's like, oh, you do some actually decent stuff, and then you do monkey
Barbed
bars.
wire man. Fucking sweet, dude.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I wanted you guys to see that as well. So not every piece of shit artist is a piece of shit.
He can sculpt, but he realized the money is not in actual art.
Right.
It's in concepts.
It's in the gimmick.
You
So
guys need
up
to gimmick.
next, we got
Oh.
Takashi Murakami. How much is he worth?
I'm going to say...
$100 million.
Oh, on the nail.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for you to say something.
100 mil?
$100 million.
Look at that bubblegum shit behind him. Of course he makes lots of money on it.
Yeah, I didn't realize that Samurai Pizza Cat was such a valuable property.
Oi.
Is this some anime shit I don't know about?
Is this his work?
Yes.
All right, it's not awful.
Dude, check out that outfit.
It's pretty rich.
He seems like he knows what he's
Okay,
doing.
where'd the money come from?
So he does work in fashion, anime, and merchandise.
He looks like a happier version of the Studio Ghibli guy.
That's where the money's coming from,
Yep.
is the fashion part.
So pieces,
in anime.
yeah, pieces of his.
Hey, awesome.
The biggest sale ever was My Lonesome Cowboy at Sotheby's for $15.2 million. Other than that,
Holy shit.
most of his pieces usually sell around like 500,000.
Okay, that makes sense. The fashion gave him the collector cred,
Yep.
and then probably
Yeah.
skyrocketed what the hell he was doing.
I
Yep.
feel like though you could claim like RZA, he's an anime, and you could say that he made a lot of money off of anime. It depends on what we're talking about. Like if this guy had his hands in some of the anime that made it to America and blew up, he could be making bank off of that.
Yeah, so is this like based on net worth?
That's
from
all I'm saying.
art?
I don't know.
Or
That is if he's
just
the
collectively?
holder.
Yes, that's what I'm
If
saying.
he's just
Okay.
a character designer, he's not going to make a lot of money.
No,
They'll kinda
no.
grind those
But if he's
people
like,
out.
I want to use Pikachu in in this fashion sweatsuit that I did,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Nintendo's like, okay, we'll let you use him, but we want 50 million. And he's like, okay, we can do that. We just need Pikachu on this fashion designer. We want to do a Fendi X Pikachu.
Collectively, he's worth $100 million with all of his different projects.
I like the hat.
It's a sweet hat.
It is. It matches his blazer.
There should be one more photo from him. This was a recent NFT that he did.
I feel like I remember that sunflower smiley face from back in the day.
Do you know how much he sold the NFT for?
I couldn't find a number, sadly.
I read today that one of those crypto punks was supposed to sell for like 444 Ethereum,
Yeah.
but they accidentally sold it for 4.
So
That's a
I-
big difference.
I was on TikTok today.
Dude, I would
And
like to, I would love to be that person that paid 4.
There's this
You're,
NFT.
you're still paying like 25 grand.
Right,
for
but
4
25
Ethereum.
grand versus 225 grand.
Still. So I'm on TikTok and I'm going through and there's this big NFT that went busted recently because one of the guys who designed it also had some really racist drawings out there that he did of like black men hanging.
Oh.
And it got busted, and all of a sudden, everyone tried to dump this thing as fast as possible, and only a couple guys got the sale, and everything else went to like pennies.
That's what happens.
Wow, that got dark.
Forever.
Yeah. It's like
I'm in a
any-
place, man. I'm in a place.
Cheers.
Do you want a gyoza? Would it make you feel better?
So,
Do you need a piece of sushi?
no, I
Do you
don't
need
need
some
any sushi.
medicinal tasting licorice? It's in the corner.
Maybe.
medicinal licorice. All right, who's next?
This guy's
Fuck, this is sweet.
Andrew Vicari.
Ooh, this is dark.
Now this.
Yeah.
This
So
I like.
Yeah, what's going on here?
most of his work is nowhere even near like this. I just found this piece and was like, holy fuck.
This is awesome.
It's pretty
This
intense.
is, yeah.
It's-
How much is
Are
he
those
worth?
like what's going on in the background? I can't tell if those are doctors or like
150.
This seems like
jihadists, like
110.
executing.
this
people.
seems like the apocalypse
So
in the
150,
movie The Road.
110.
Oh, yeah.
with the
How
basement.
much? How much worth?
I'm gonna go 180.
179.
Piece of shit.
142.
Oh.
Oh, we all failed.
Yeah.
But I feel like this is the scene in the basement of The Road. When they enter and they're like, holy shit, they're dismembering these bodies and hanging them.
None of
Yeah.
none of his paintings look like this except this one, and that's why I was like, this one is the coolest one. I have to include it. Holy shit!
Holy fucking depressing movie, by the way. The Road?
I will never watch that movie again.
What movie?
The,
The
Road.
Road.
Never watched.
Viggo Mortensen's in
Don't
it.
even.
It's like a post-apocalyptic thing, but it's
We can
like
start yelling about
it's
Viggo
like years
Mortensen.
after the apocalypse has taken place, and this guy's just trying to survive with his kid.
His
It's very,
wife.
It's
his
very
wife
bleak.
kills herself. Well, she doesn't kill her. She just leaves the house in the cold
It's
dead
assumed
winter.
that she's dead.
She's dead, and Viggo Mortensen has a gun with one bullet in it, and the one bullet is going to be used to kill his son in case cannibals try to take them or like sex traders try to take them. The goal is to use that bullet on his son in case anything happens. But he's trying to just get through that.
That's dark.
Oh, it's fucking horrible.
It's a very dark movie.
I watched it one
Children of
time.
Men was dark. This sounds darker.
This way,
I think those are both Cormac McCarthy's.
Really?
they are.
Children of Men and The Road, as well as
man.
So No
Watch
Country
that.
for Old Men.
No Country for Old Men.
But that movie, The Road, is just. I'll never see that movie.
Did you ever
again.
see The Divide?
Blood
No.
Meridian.
That's this one where like a nuke goes off in the city and like all these people, this small group of people make it to like a fallout shelter and then
Okay.
just slowly go crazy inside this fallout shelter.
I'll have to check that out.
That one's pretty bleak as well.
Yeah, those dudes in the back look like doctors chainsawing people's heads off.
But if you squint your eyes, the person in the front laying down kind of looks like Danny McBride.
Okay.
Hey, remember in 28 Days Later when he found a church and he thought he was going to have refuge there, and then all of a sudden the zombies started waking up because he
Yeah.
walked in and started
His
making
little
too much
bag of
noise.
Dr. Pepper.
Oh, be safe, Dr. Peepee.
You still haven't watched that movie. You need to watch that movie.
You're right, but it was still a funny
In
comment.
28 Days with Sandra Bullock.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
trilogy.
that's the start. That's the
28
first.
days, 28 days later, 28 weeks later.
Yeah.
It's a confusing trilogy. There's
But
a lot lost between
it gets
28
better.
days.
Like
and
the story
28
gets
days later.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I watched Green Inferno for the first time.
Yeah.
And I got to say, it's the first movie I watched of Eli Roth that I don't hate.
It's all right.
It was okay.
It's channeling Cannibal Holocaust pretty hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was okay.
The one with Keanu Reeves drives me crazy. Where Keanu Reeves lets those two like teenage girls into his house.
Oh,
and he's just like,
Knock
listen
Knock.
to my record collection, and then they fuck him up.
Yeah.
I'm like, they're 90 pounds. Just pick one up and hit her with the other one.
Yeah.
Why
All
is this
right.
hard?
All right, so who's next?
David Hockney.
I fucking love this.
This is what it's what's in your
This
heart right
reminds-
now. A vacation.
Dude,
Melodic blue. That's what this. I know it's a music term.
this
How-
looks like the
how much?
90s.
How much is he worth?
This looks like the 90s.
How much is
$200
this?
million.
I'm gonna go 220.
I'm going to go 240.
Where were we last time? Like 140?
140.
Yeah, he's probably 200 mil.
150.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
All over. You're all pieces of shit.
I feel like
I mean, I
I've
was
seen
being
this.
My
shit before
expectations
that,
are too high,
so-
I guess.
Yeah, I didn't think the Howard Johnson in Scranton, PA would pay that much for some prints to live up.
What is this?
That's what this looks like, you know?
It's one of his
Every
goods.
ambiguous fucking
What's
like,
it called?
hotel room print.
This is the hotel room print at every Sandals resort.
I would kill to have a print like this. This is awesome. There's a
I
single
don't,
chair.
I don't have a name for it, but it is an acrylic.
Oh, that makes me like it less.
Yeah. Why? He's an acrylic painter.
Fucking using acrylics.
Fucking cheater.
What are we in high school?
God.
Middle school
This
even?
craft?
Hey,
Are we at
man.
a craft show?
With Blanche and Bernadette?
So
They
Does
painted
that
this
have
with
the
their
prestige of
grandkid?
oil? Is that what you're saying? Acrylic versus oil?
Acrylic sucks.
this one's in the matte,
Why?
but
What?
There's plenty of good paintings that are done in acrylic.
But I
Yeah.
feel like it's not as painstakingly as expensive, or the suffering is not there.
Oh, wait. I
It's
will
not.
show you an artist. You guys keep
Yeah,
going. I'll
yeah.
find him.
All right.
so what actually made him rich was
The suffering? Did you catch that? It's like there's not as much suffering in acrylics as there is in oil.
There's a
Back to
ton of
dark
suffering.
mode today.
There's a ton of suffering.
It's the pain.
You ever when you get those oil,
in your soul.
You sound like Bob Ross's
when you get
hero. What's that dude's name? The German
the
painter.
German
Yeah, I
guy.
forget.
When you get the oil paints out, when you have the oil paints out, you're in for a session.
Yeah.
You can give up after painting acrylic after an hour because you know the paints are cheap, and you can come back to that in an hour and it's going to be dry.
You come back to it in 10 minutes, it'll be dry.
It'll be dry. With oils, you're in for the long haul. You're there for 2 hours, 3 hours, 8 hours, and then you come back a month later and that
Well,
shit's still wet.
Acrylic also has its own unique set of challenges, though.
I'm not saying acrylic pieces can't
Blending
be beautiful like this
acrylic is
piece.
a pain in the dick.
well, I mean that's also probably why he doesn't blend it much.
It also, yeah,
There's
that's probably why I
zero
love
blends
it.
to
He's
this.
probably
It's just
using
straight-
it like it is. He just
Yeah.
mixed one color and then just
But look at that
lay in
splash.
huge areas.
But that's the splash after the jump.
Yeah, that's like the only thing that's gestural about the entire piece.
The
I can
only
do without
interesting
it.
part.
I can fucking do that. There's no rings in the water. That's not a real cannonball.
What the fuck, man?
Wait,
Where's the suffering?
It's a yes.
wait. So the only suffering is the person who's currently drowning in this painting, and you could do without that, and you would still find the suffering.
They just did a cannonball.
Yeah, maybe they're dying.
Okay, you know what sucks about working with acrylic? When you mix a certain color and you run out of it.
Oh,
Because that
You gotta
shit,
do it again.
or you mix enough of it and then it dries, and
Or-
before you got time to come back, and you're like, oh no.
Or you
Oh,
have
shit, I
the
gotta do
same
this
color
again.
but a different brand.
Oh,
And
And it's not quite
Fucking-
the
Yeah.
same color.
Doesn't go together. Like
Uh-huh.
it'll pull the paint off the can. I had that
Yeah.
fucking happen.
At least with oil paint between brands, they're 80 to 90% consistent. Where I feel like
They're a lot
with
easier to blend together
Right.
to get that.
Where I feel like with acrylic, they're like 20% good
Because you
enough.
have that beginner shit that you're going to paint birdhouses with,
Yeah.
and you have like that upper tier.
You're
like,
talking-
oh, we actually used pigment in this one.
You're talking folk art versus golden.
I just noticed
Walmart
those.
brand.
Do you know the Golden Factory is not far from
Yeah,
here?
it's in Norwich.
Franklin, New York.
Yeah.
Wow.
We took a trip there in
Road
high school.
trip.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's an awesome
What
place.
it smell like?
What it smell like? I don't know. It's pretty industrial.
Okay.
It wasn't like too crazy, but there was just a lot of big stations of the powdered mixer, just giant mixing machines.
Yeah, you can huff it.
See, what I love about oil paints is one thing. This company, Gamblin, that makes really awesome oil paints, they have this filtration system at their factory. And every year, like, they just take all the pigment that gets stuck in the filtration system and they make this torrid gray color out of it. Because it just ends up being like this muddy gray.
I have a couple of them.
Gamblin, sponsor us.
I have a couple of them, and they never match because it's always just the leftovers. Yeah,
it's pretty cool though.
Well,
I had an art teacher that used to say that. He's like, I like to take my paint palette knife and scrape off all the paint, keep it in this little jar over here. That way I have a little mixer, you know? It's this weird gray.
Gray mud.
Yeah.
I love high school and middle school art teachers.
They're all hippies.
They got to be
all-
living the dream, man.
Well, yeah, because they found a way to get health care and a great paying job.
Summer's off.
no,
Summers off
Yeah.
They're
to
teaching.
fucking paint.
Yeah.
they're teaching. It's a decent paying, not great. It's
Yeah.
decent.
Depending on
I'm not
where
getting
you
paid
are in the
shit,
United States,
honestly.
depending on where you are in the United States, I come from a family of teachers.
You get a private school down
Yeah.
south.
Yeah. Not even mention that. I mean, $60K out of college right now for a teacher in upstate New York, it's pretty fucking good.
Wait, that's the pay?
Anywhere between, it's on average 60 for a teacher in upstate New York.
Fuck.
You gonna say something because your wife's a teacher?
No.
All right, what's next?
Ooh, a little skin, huh, boys?
David Cho.
Okay.
I know David Cho.
Show. He's got a show on FX now, right?
Yep. Graffiti artist, painter, graphic novelist, muralist.
This was the guy that did the Facebook murals and got paid in stock and then ended up having a shit ton of money because he had
Yes.
Facebook stock.
Oh, so
That's
that's how he's...
That's actually
Gotcha.
how he got it. Yeah. So
David Cho's great, though. He was on Rogan not too long ago,
Yeah.
a few months ago.
So when Facebook first opened, Mark Zuckerberg called him and was like, yo, I want you to paint a mural in my office. So he was like, yeah, okay, I'll do that. And so he rolls in there and they're like, okay, we can either offer you $50,000 or 50,000 shares of Facebook, which right now they're not worth anything. And smart guy he is was like, fuck yeah. Took it, and then as soon as it hit the open market, just immediately sold it for like $200 and something million.
So he's worth probably over $200 million.
I'm going to say $400 million.
Ooh, that's a good joke. That's good because he probably parlayed.
275.
I'm gonna go low. I'm gonna go. He lost someone. I'm gonna go 189.
350.
Ooh,
300.
300. Fuck.
But the best part that I've ever heard about him is that I've heard like stories, and I mean I could be completely wrong, but I heard that he was like a total piece of shit when he worked as a graphic designer at places. Like they would come over.
He's a fucking weird dude.
right. They would come over
If
to
you
his
watch any interview with him or just follow him on Instagram and
Yeah.
watch,
Like, they would come over
watch
to-
the IGTV videos that he puts up.
Yeah.
They would come over to his desk and be like, hey, you are the most productive graphic designer putting out the best work that anyone does in this entire office. But you're fired because we're sick of you watching porn
Yeah.
while you work.
Dude.
How could you stop that creative process? Like seriously.
Hey, you know what gets me really tight about kerning some lettering?
Exactly.
It all comes back to fonts.
You want to know
here all
what?
the
I'm
time.
defending. I'll defend that. No, that's his creative process. Let him watch the porn.
But the problem
He has
is,
his earphones in.
But how many
Sans
times did the
Serif.
floor manager catch him cranking off in the bathroom?
He's addicted. He's addicted
Right.
to pornography. So
but the problem is that none
We're
of
gonna
these-
have masturbation
So
breaks right
I-
after lunch. I like that.
he's probably not.
I could be
cranking
complete,
down.
again. It could be completely wrong, but my understanding is this has happened multiple times. But they never thought, instead of doing that, just give him his own office, because it was always like an open floor with all the artists sitting all together working. They were never like, "Hey, David."
He's just watching porn.
Right. That was the problem.
That's so badass.
Right, that was
it.
the problem. Instead, they could just be like, "Well, he's the most productive. Let's just give him his own office."
He probably wouldn't do it then.
He probably would.
I'm gonna start doing that in the brewery. Laptop up. I get a
Hey,
little
Zach, can you help me
skin.
out with something? What? I'm sorry. Hold on a second.
Frank sitting next to me, looking
on.
at my screen.
Just a second. I'm cranking one out.
Frank's like, I don't want to watch tranny porn, and I'm like, I don't care.
I said his dick
Hey, that would be a good way to get rid of people that you don't want to be in.
Just start watching tranny porn next to him.
Or, yeah.
See, I
Or
feel like,
time Mark Duplass's
No.
dick on the big screen.
Yeah, like,
well, again,
you like this trendy dick? Like,
yeah. See, the thing is that the people that you're talking to about, I feel like wouldn't be disappointed in that.
Frank definitely has made it known that he's not a
No fucking way, dude.
no fucking way.
No
Yeah,
fucking
offered-
way. Are you kidding me?
I get hard. That's what he said. I think he said that today.
Yes.
I get hard.
Yeah. He let me know his dick still gets hard today.
Yeah. He said that.
Yeah.
My dick still gets hard.
Yep.
He would get hard to this.
He also let me know that you always have to pull down the panties and sniff first.
Also, he said something about skull fucking today, so that was great.
Yeah, no. There was a
Words
whole
of wisdom.
No, there was a whole conversation about skull fucking, and if you go hard enough, then you'll pop the pituitary gland.
Okay.
Where did he
Jesus
find
Christ.
this information is what I want to know.
I don't watch pornography. I'm a man. He said that to us too over the weekend. He doesn't watch any
Yeah,
pornography.
that's bullshit.
So, what do you guys think about this?
I love it.
It's cool.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Is this drawn on a photo?
Yeah,
Pretty
it's
much.
Okay.
Definitely a photo.
This sucks.
Yeah, pretty much. It's shit.
Definitely follow this dude on Instagram though, and just watch his IGTV videos because he does say some really inspiring shit about like just life and drawing in general while he's doing like these works of art of his.
Yeah.
And it's pretty insane.
I watched this
Also
video
great.
of him like crying on Joe Rogan, talking about his friend getting killed.
Yeah.
This is acrylic painting. Tell me that's
It's
not
beautiful.
suffering.
It's
Like,
beautiful.
do you see the pores on that?
Yeah, I do. It's beautiful, but
crazy.
it would be better for me if the person did this with oil.
With oil? Because it would take them a year for it to dry
Yes.
between layers.
There's more
See, there's
suffering.
more suffering.
Bullshit. You can get oils to dry faster. You just have to use a Conair hair dryer.
Bam's trying to get sponsored
which,
by Conair.
Please sponsor me. I keep sliding their DMs, and I'm like,
They're
hey,
gonna
hey,
sponsor me soon.
no, and
Go.
they keep responding with laughing faces.
What's the Dollar General brand hairdryer? You gotta shoot lower.
on air.
Yeah, there we go.
It's the same. That's the
Home
same brand.
Essentials brand.
Please sponsor.
Target.
Two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go to the next one, Ref.
Jasper Johns.
We've talked about him before, right?
So he's
No.
over 300 mil. This dude is over 300 mil.
301.
Is this fruit stripe gum?
What would you say worth?
305.
350.
This looks like an Art Deco design
He
for a bag
matches-
of ruffle chips.
He matches David.
Okay,
He's also
so
at
it's a tie.
300.
Okay.
God.
But I don't know if he cranks down.
Not
At
as cool.
work.
Yeah. This one is
one hand's on Photoshop. Hot. That's why I call them hotkeys.
So what would you say the name of this is?
Ruffles. Potato chips.
Pile of trash.
Zebra gum, like Ruff said.
No, it's called Cicada.
Oh.
Duh.
Makes sense.
The yellows are nice.
This is in Oslo at the Munch Museum.
Is he from Sweden?
I believe so. Nope, American. Never mind. Born in 1930.
Is this a painting or a print?
Oil on canvas.
Oil on canvas.
There's a lot of suffering for me just looking at this.
Then yes, then that worked.
Is he still alive
Dude,
or is he
like-
the one that died?
Oil versus acrylic. This painting
Doesn't matter.
Why does
Yeah.
it matter?
Wait,
It really doesn't. It doesn't.
was he the guy that was in Tim's Vermeer?
Possibly.
I feel like this
He
guy
had a fucking
used
chain. He was chain smoking
No,
next to
no.
it. Who was that?
sponges.
that-
This guy used sponges.
Huh?
That was the guy we looked at with the diving board.
Oh, okay.
Hockney.
That guy was awesome.
Yeah. So there's this guy who's worth a lot of money for that. Does it make you want to give up on art when you see this?
Not really.
It gives hope.
It just makes me wonder, like, what am I doing wrong?
You're not funneling money illegally.
You don't have like
I would if I could.
You're not outrageous.
You don't have a gimmick.
How do I be?
Yeah, you don't have a huge gimmick.
Like if Reggie decided to act like
Or like the audience for that gimmick, you know?
in the area.
You got to pander to all those
Yeah, we live in
velvet buzzsaw kind of people.
True.
We live in Broome
I've got to get
County.
an asymmetrical haircut.
We live
think
in
that's
Broome
the
County, New
issue.
York. You gotta go to Manhattan.
Dressed like the costume designer from Incredibles.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
that's a win.
It is all bullshit. I don't fucking derivative.
Yeah. So yeah, that guy exists in this world.
Ugh.
Oh, your favorite.
Mr. Coons.
I see these paperweights at Home Goods all the time.
So Jeff Koons,
While he's looking up
How much?
350 to 350.
$400 million.
401, 405, 405,
Slightly less than Jeff Bezos.
406.
4010, 410.
410.
410.
500.
Whoa!
Oh,
He's
$500
half a
million
billionaire for
Weird.
this fucking garbage.
We're going jumps with the
So
last.
when we
This
do,
is number 3. He's the
Holy.
3rd.
when we do Jeff Koons, there is an awesome
I'm
book.
not sure how many images we have left. We might be missing some.
I think there's 2 left.
Okay.
So when we do this guy,
There should be
Bam
2
didn't
left.
realize because I was like, oh, Jeff Koons, the guy who did the sex book. We're gonna talk about that when we do Jeff Koons.
Turns out Jeff Koons made a sex book where you get to see his dick.
Oh,
it's a support.
God.
It's like
Oh, no.
Is that
Oh,
on
no.
his master class?
Oh, no.
oh, it's dude, it's awesome. It's literally a book of him with a woman doing penetration.
Is it the joy of sex? But with-
No, it's like heaven. It's like heaven, heaven images or heavenly images.
It's
and
porn.
it's him. It's
just
him
porn.
with some blonde that he's just
It's
boning.
not. It's softcore.
Is it
It's
just
not
like
even.
a book to prove he's not gay?
This was made in like '93.
Yeah,
Like this was like
or-
early.
It
in
was
his-
late '80s, early '90s where he just.
Ratchet behavior doesn't have
Fucking
an age
women.
on it.
And I'm like, this is why people bought into this guy. Like, this guy's fucking nuts. He's willing to put out there his
Wait, the
dick
80s
and
though. Cocaine.
cocaine.
He was definitely sniffing cocaine off. His
I think
dick.
he's even like eating out one of the girls from behind on this piece. In that thing.
I like how you picked a very low resolution image for this too.
I didn't mean to. It's a
Sure
piece
you
of
did.
shit, anyways.
You should have just taken a picture of one of the paperweights at Home Goods. and used
He's my
that.
arch nemesis.
He doesn't even know it.
Yeah. Fuck you, Jeff Koons.
We're
Hey,
coming
Jeff
up.
Koons, reach out to us. Bam will come work.
Yeah, throw us.
I'll fight you on the Ave.
Yeah.
Whatever
No,
you
I'll
prefer.
fucking fist fight you.
Like, we'll film it and then we'll sell the VHS tapes.
Yeah.
Because they're going to be VHS.
Isn't this a dude who has like a whole squad of people working for him?
That's the
That-
guy.
Basically steals
Hate.
their ideas and puts his name on them.
That's
Whoa.
why with all of
Oh, capitalism.
He
That's-
doesn't steal any ideas. He commissions them.
to an extent.
He puts his name on them, and he'll
Yeah, some
take
of them.
a cutter to the ones he doesn't like.
Yeah, we'll
Yes.
we'll get into that. But yeah, basically, and that's why I hate this guy so much. Like the other pieces, I'm not a fan of, but they took effort, they took thought, they made him. So you can call him an artist, whether I like it or not. It's still a piece of artwork. With this guy, he hired a bunch of people to make shitty ideas come to life. That's not an artist. That's just a bad businessman who somehow made 500 million.
Sounds like he's a good businessman if he made that much money.
No, he's a piece of shit.
just a shitty artist.
So, do you remember Banksy exit through the gift shop?
Yes.
That
Yeah.
whole Mr. Big Show bit?
Yep.
Where the guy was just having graphic designers.
Mr. Brainwash?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
Mr. Brainwash. There
Yep.
you go. Oh, Mr. Brainwash. But he was having
I don't need to make it. I just make the ideas.
he was having designers make posters for him, and then he would just walk by with a brush and splatter paint on it and be like, boom.
Good.
You got a signed painting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We should talk about that guy at
Money,
some point.
please.
Money, please. He's OG Mona Lisa Saperstein.
Yeah. We should talk about that piece of shit at some point too. Yeah.
Be a
So,
good art
So
doc
is
to go over.
Banksy going to be number 2 or number 1?
no.
No, he wasn't even on the top 10.
Nope.
Oh.
Yeah, he's not in top 10.
All right, number 2.
Wait. Whoa, we're
Oh.
missing. We
We're
are
missing
missing
one?
one. Yeah.
All right, well, what's this?
This is one of the most valuable artists
This-
alive.
This is Damien Hirst.
Oh, okay.
How much?
So this guy is one of the most...
750.
I'm
Bill.
I'm going to say $800 million.
gonna go 600 mil.
Maybe even a bill.
You said big jumps, so $1 billion.
700.
700.
$700 million.
The fuck did he make his money on?
He made a lot of things. He made like that shark sculpture, right? Where it's
Yep.
like encased in whatever.
Resin.
Lucite.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. One of his pieces at auction sold in 2008 at Sotheby's for 198 million.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
One piece went for $198 million.
You're serious?
Yep. One piece. Which, like, the art market right now is insane. Speaking of Banksy, the piece that sold 3 years ago. That I don't know what the fuck's with my mic tonight.
No, you need to talk into the top.
How are you wearing jeans right now?
The piece that sold so
Bro, it was like 45 degrees outside. What the fuck are you talking about? How are you wearing shorts right now?
His legs don't
You
get
gonna call
cold.
me out out of nowhere? Mister, I wear shorts all. Hey, I'm just so manly. I can wear shorts in the winter. Yeah,
I
look at
only
me.
wear shorts until it snows. It's like 100 degrees in this room.
Hey, in this room. So what am I gonna do? Wear shorts on the
You
outside?
take your pants off.
if you guys keep going like this, I'm just gonna go back to eating my sushi.
Okay.
I think Zach is just trying to get you guys to take your pants
Take
off.
your fucking pants off.
Take them off, Reggie.
How much money was it for you to take your pants off?
So the Banksy piece that sold a few years ago, that was right after auction. It's half shredded.
Yeah,
that went for more.
Yep, it was
After it got
yeah.
shredded.
It sold for $3 million at auction that day. It was supposed to fully shred, and the shredder actually broke halfway through it. That's why it only partially shredded.
Oh, man.
Just sold at auction for about $20 million.
Could you imagine if they did shred everything, how much each of the pieces of that would go for? Because it'd probably like 10 slits.
I think that's kind of why it went for how much the second time?
20 plus.
Okay, yeah. 'cause,
But I feel like if
now
you
it's
tried
that
to break it
painting where that
apart
happened.
Yeah.
and sell it that way, they would say, "Oh, we can't confirm that's a Banksy."
Oh.
Yeah.
But what? So did Banksy end up doing that? Was it all his plan to shred that piece?
Oh
Yes.
yeah,
for
it was
sure.
Yeah,
built
it was-
into the frame.
Yeah. it was
So
built-
there's several documentaries that he's actually produced himself, and that's one of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Who was the second guy that we're missing an image from?
Anish Kapoor.
Oh, is he the one that's not allowed to use?
No, he's the one who
We're gonna
created the
sidebar and
pink.
pull up Google Images really quick.
All right, do you know how you spell his name?
Anish
There it is.
Kapoor.
guy.
Indian sculptor.
All right,
And he is known for the giant bean sculpture.
But yeah, he's
that's
not
a good
allowed to
one.
use the blackest black one.
All right, hold on.
Yes.
Let me bring this
The what?
up on here.
So he got
the black,
into a beef
the black 2.0.
Oh.
with
he's
another
banned.
person because he bought the blackest black, so
No,
no,
he
one
did
else
the
can use
pinkest
it.
pink.
Oh, the pinkest pink,
He created the pinkest pink ever.
and no one else is allowed to use it.
And yeah.
So-
in response, the guy created the black. That black is black that you can get.
That you can't see. It looks like void.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then they came out with Black 2.0, and the whole agreement, it's actually part of
If
the
you
contract when you
buy
purchase it. You cannot give it to Anish Kapoor. He's the only person in the world who is banned from using it.
You cannot buy it on his behalf. He can't buy it
Why?
That's awesome.
because
Yeah.
that dude was a dick and was just like, "Oh,
I made the
that
pa-
one amazing paint. No one can have it."
I made it, and it's for me only.
I don't even know if he
It's
made it. I think he
if
just
I
bought
was
it.
that guy, I'd find a way to get it and just start using it.
Well, but the black is black. It actually says in there like you by purchasing this, you agree to it, and you are subject to a lawsuit if found that you are purchasing it on behalf of. Like, there's a whole like contract.
Still, you're
funny.
you're that wealthy. You're at this top. Just fucking get it, and then you do YouTube videos of it. Oh my god, yeah, look at this. I'm painting this black, just purposely, and then take your shirt off and you start rubbing your nipples, make it worse.
Yeah, I don't think he would do that. I mean, this is his art.
What are you gonna do?
What's the name of this one? Because he gets
Bean?
Yeah, he gets mad when people call it the cloud.
Yeah, it's bean.
Bean
Bean.
flipper,
I mean, that one also looks like a bean.
flicking the bean.
That's called a flick of the bean.
Looks like the man in the boat.
Where's the image of it?
Beautiful, just beautiful.
Where'd it go?
There it is.
Right there.
Yep, that's a flick of the bean.
Yep. There's the bean.
Actually, it's a hole.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
It is a hole.
Yeah.
It's a hole.
So rain gathers at the top and it pours out.
so it pisses on you. All right.
It's
cool.
just wet. The sculpture is just
just
wet.
a little damp.
That's funny.
It's moist.
It gets
The
moist.
sculpture gets moist. You're so moist. The sculpture's so
self-cleaning.
moist. Kapoor.
Wow.
Self-cleaning.
Are we having a good time?
It's self-cleaning, she
It's
says.
self-cleaning.
Shot.
Brings it back to the first
Yeah,
topic we had.
bloom.
All right, let's look at some other Damien Hirst stuff then. since
Yes,
he's
there's
the-
a lot,
The richest
so.
guy. that can't be one of his.
That is not, but it's
Aw.
Yeah,
wish
like
it
this is the
was.
one that I've seen before.
that's in the
shark thing.
Gagosian. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's actually pretty cool. That's cool, right?
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's a shark.
Where'd you get a
Pretty
shark?
awesome.
You buy it.
I mean, he probably
He's got a shark guy.
he probably
Nick Cage. Do
he fished it out of the ocean. I don't know.
you remember when Nicolas Cage had a pet shark?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
What if we go full balls to the wall, right? Hear
All right,
me
so
out.
is this all Damien Hirst right here? All this stuff?
I believe so.
All right,
This
hear me
jeweled
out.
Skull.
We create a fake website
Yeah.
like Vogue, but we call it something else, something classy, right?
Yeah.
We shouldn't put this on
Moist.
recording, but yes,
We make it moist.com.
moist. It's probably already taken.
Moist, rainy moist, something stupid, .com. And then we have it all white.
Milky.
Milky moist.
moist.
Milky
dot
moist.
com.
It sounds like you're trying to make it look like gloop.
What- discharge. We'll just call it discharge. We'll call the website discharge. Super
love-
clean.
I love
Super
that
clean.
idea.
Super clean, all white, and then we just
Self-cleaning.
start showcasing local artists on the site, and then we start linking it and tagging it to other big name artists, and like, holy shit, yeah, check it out, Dylan Utter, we got him.
Can we please make discharge.com?
Discharge.
That's got to be
first.
taken already.
Probably a record label for punks.
Yeah, probably.
Oh no,
Let's pull up GoDaddy.
go to the next, go to the last one.
That was it.
I'm fading.
That was it.
That was
Yeah,
it.
that was it.
That was it.
That was the end.
God bless you, you fucking
Discharge.com. And it's a site where we showcase local artists and we discharge their art
Yeah.
out to the community so
Yes.
they understand
Yes.
what we're
Do
doing.
we start with
Wait.
adoration of women?
Adoration of Women. That's what we're going to start with. The art show this Friday at the North Brewery should all come down. It's called Adoration of Women by Richard Henry, local famous
Henry
artist.
Dick.
So discharge.com is taken. However, discharge.xyz or discharge.live.
How about Discharge the Funk?
discharge.live?
Oh, Reggie
Hold
doesn't
on.
like that one.
dischargeus.com.
Discharge Us.
Schmegma.com.
Dischargeus.com is available for 1 cent.
This is a must buy.
Yeah.
I'm still confused as to why these people have this much money.
They're playing a character.
Funneling of funds from mafia.
I think like it's an investment thing though from people who buy this.
It's two. I think it's a
kind of like the
two-way
NFT
street.
market.
Probably.
Yeah, but I think it's a two-way street. With one, you have the people that are buying the art and money laundering, like Christina said. You buy it and then you donate it to a museum. But the people still have to have a character of themselves that people are going to buy into this character. Like, oh, I'm going to buy Dylan Utter because I like what he embodies or what he's about. I like buying Josh Ruff because he's about, I like whatever it is. We have to have something that's, I feel like, not part of the normal society. Well, something that sets you apart. Like the one we know, I'm not going to name names, but the person we know locally, she has the, she has no talent, but she definitely has a image about her.
Okay.
The one that will not be named, but she definitely has an image about her.
I mean, that also describes like 7. But
Okay, but
yeah.
the one that
She has the Tom Sawyer thing going, you know?
Yeah.
Where she gets money and has other people do stuff
yes,
for her.
yes, yes.
Okay.
But if we were to, if you had some type of a gimmick like that, what are you doing?
He's playing Tom Sawyer in his head.
You like Aqualung by Jethro Tull?
Yeah, well, I prefer Locomotive Breath, actually.
You don't get too many bands with, what is it, a flute?
Yeah, right on.
Ace of Base.
Ace of Base.
Where are they now?
Do you think like we
They're
you
making
could,
the same fucking sounding songs, probably.
I bet any of the guys that we talked about tonight probably has enough loot to buy Ace of Base.
Probably, yeah. It sounds like it.
$20 million to tour the Canadian stadium circuit? Yeah, I'm on board, man.
Ace of Base reunion.
If you had $700 million, wouldn't you buy Ace of Base just to follow
Dude,
you
you
around?
can buy the rights to Cotton Eye Joe for like $1 million. Like that would be hilarious.
No, I would want Ace of Base.
What the fuck was that
Play
band
I
called?
Saw the
Like
Sign
the
again.
Rednecks.
I would-
Rednecks?
no, I'd
like
want-
just have them play at your birthday party. Like
if I
once
was
a year.
worth that much, I would totally just pay Ace of Base to follow me around like a mariachi band.
That's a good
just playing
question. What
music.
would your most frivolous purchase be if you had that much money? If you had the Jeff Koons money.
I
or
would just
Damien Hirst money.
I would literally just troll all of my friends.
Yeah, we've already talked about this. Like you would hire somebody to put up Christmas lights here in like the middle of July or some shit.
No,
when
it'd
I
be
wasn't
year round.
around. Yeah.
We have a snow machine in here. It'd be fucking ridiculous. You'd come in, and
Fucking
you'd be like,
Mariah
God damn it.
Carey's fucking Christmas song is playing all the time.
You'd hire Mariah Carey just to sing that.
Only on Christmas Eve. Only on Christmas
No,
Eve.
July
Hire-
4th.
All the time.
July 4th.
No, I'm a big fan of Christmas. Get her in here.
Only
and I would
on
say,
July 4th.
I would tell all you guys, what do you care? All of your expenses are paid. You just have to deal with Christmas. I love Christmas, and it's going to be sweet hanging out in here while we have a Christmas tree in the center of this room.
I do like the idea of the ridiculous thing you said once where you're like, oh, we'll just send 100 pizzas to your house
Yeah,
every day.
Every day.
It's like, it becomes an issue. Like, how do you get rid of all those pizzas that you don't eat?
You don't.
You got that idea from the guy in Britain?
Yeah.
There was a guy in Britain who every day for like 19 years got a pizza delivered to him. Just one. And he got so angry, like he was like to the point
no
of
shit.
almost suicidal because he just couldn't figure out.
I
where
bet a
his
few
pizzas were
times,
coming
though, it was really nice to get that pizza.
No, the guy in the article is like quoted several times. He gets terrified. He was like, it got to a point by year 10 that I was terrified.
Year
to hear
10, 10
year
years
10.
of
The
receiving
scooter.
a pizza
from.
every day.
He could hear the scooter coming, and he would start getting like shakes from it,
and
like just-
nervous sweats. He's like, I can't deal with. He's like, what am I supposed to do with fucking 10 pizzas every day? Every day.
Well, no, it wasn't at that point. The article came out at the 10-year mark about the pizzas, and he was like, what am I supposed to do with one pizza every day? The following day, he woke up with the delivery guy there with 10 pizzas.
Yeah.
That's when it changed over to 10 pizzas a day.
And
Did
it
he
wasn't
ever
just
figure out who was
pizzas.
doing it?
No,
He's
but
still
another
there.
guy, they figured out that another guy in the same town was also having the same exact experience happen to him. So the police in the town think it was from some mutual friend of theirs, and they never figured it out.
That's
You-
it.
but-
I hope
but
it's
the
just someone in a different country that has the same name as them and is like, hey, let me look in the phone book for this location. Can you
But the funny-
send a pizza?
But the funny part is, they asked the
this
guy, they're like,
address?
wait, you've been getting pizzas every day for 10 years and you didn't say anything until now? And he was like, I just ate the fucking pizza.
Yeah, because there was days where he got annoyed where it was like 2 or 3 times a day, but it was always one pizza. And then at the 10-year mark, it ramped up to 10 pizzas per delivery.
Right.
And
'Cause he-
sometimes
per
McDonald's
delivery
and KFC.
Oh, wait. So this was multiple times a day. It's not
Yeah.
just one time a day that
No.
pizzas are showing up
No,
at this guy's
he was
house.
saying in the article too, it would be like 2 a.m, and then he would hear the scooter come down the street, and he'd be like, no, please no, please no, please no. And then the doorbell would ring, and he would like be like, oh, Jesus Christ, and have to go downstairs to accept the pizza. And he's like, and they were
You
all
know, he could have just not answered the
right.
door.
If
That's
that was,
something funny.
Hello.
Just
If that
leave
was
me
me,
outside, thank you.
no. If I was upstairs, if that was me, I would just open the window and start just throwing like water balloons at the pizza guy. I'd be like, "Fuck off!"
Wait, so this happened for 10 years and the guy didn't just move?
Longer than that. The guy didn't move. No.
Does he know he could just like donate the pizzas? Be like, hey, thank you, but can you just take it to this location? Like,
think
are
just
they
set up a
coming
table
from
like
the
this
same
out
place?
front.
Just
I
call the
think-
pizza
Put
place
pizzas
and
on
be like,
there.
I
hey.
think in the article too, it stated that he tried to refuse so many times, but the person who paid for the pizzas refused to let the pizza restaurant not leave the pizzas.
Yeah, it was like they wouldn't tip unless he.
They wouldn't. Yeah,
It was something along those lines.
You have to leave the pizzas.
Can't he just have an agreement like just bring it to each of my neighbors?
They need a
Okay,
Rotate.
what does British pizza taste like?
Oh, God,
And
it's
is it
probably-
really?
It's probably
is this really
toasted
like a
beans.
win?
Elios. Just Elios, frozen
a lot of
Elios.
French bread pizzas.
Ugh.
It's toast and beans with
Yeah,
some
that's
cheese
probably
curds.
a terrible pizza. now that I
Dude,
think
French
about
bread
it.
pizzas when you're super done.
This is a nightmare. All
At
of a
what
sudden.
point? At what point would
Oh,
you
here's
be
our
like?
fish and chips pizza. It's got chips. We got little chips and a bit of fish here on side.
And tartar sauce.
Tartar sauce.
Oh.
How many days?
With a bit of bean dip. Here you go.
How many days would it take for you to like lose it? Like if all of a
I
sudden,
feel like it would happen pretty quick.
so like 7 days in a row, you're like something's going on here. Why do we keep getting these pizzas delivered
Yeah,
to the
well,
house?
my front lawn is filled with pizza boxes. Then I mean,
well, every
not gonna be
See,
happy about
I would cause a raccoon problem in my neighborhood and have it just shut down.
Yeah.
Just the city shut that down and be like, you're not allowed to bring pizza to this house anymore. And be like,
the other issue is every time somebody even like walks by our house or thinks about walking by our house, our dog senses it and starts barking. So
double nightmare for you guys.
yeah, probably
Double.
like 8 minutes after I got the first pizza when he still hasn't shut up yet. Oh! Oh!
so your
foul.
ridiculous thing would be Mariah Carey.
Drink it off the table.
Mariah Carey. And
I feel
pizza.
like the first time I caught a pizza guy while I was mid
Mid-wank.
ding dong. What the fuck is that?
hitting a bong.
Who the fuck is at my house right now? You know what I mean? And be like,
I wasn't sure.
start putting a real bad taste in your be like, who the fuck's eating all these pizzas?
I wasn't sure.
It's
If,
start-
I can order this.
I
It
wasn't sure if
depends
you
on
were.
how stoned you are because you're
Is this
either
a
like,
fucking-
this is great, or you start getting paranoid.
Did God do this, man? Did God?
God
What have
knew,
you done to me, God?
he knew how high you were.
I wasn't sure if you were making bong noises at first or like jerking off noises at first.
No.
It's like when or blood.
I don't mind getting pizza in the mind of cranking down. That's not going to make me paranoid about nothing.
Probably make
Be
me
like, oh, sweet, I hope it's white garlic.
It
is now.
It's like when I get mad doinked when the family leaves. I'm like really mad doinked. I want to get to the point of doinked where I'm having a lot of anxiety, and I want to put a note up on the inside of the door saying, "Hey, don't knock. Just leave the food. Money's in the mailbox." But I leave
On the inside of the
leave
door?
note on the inside of the door.
So, quick question: do you think like
Reggie's
someone,
fucking-
So on our
someone who's really baked got like paranoid, stoned, and put a "just breathe" note for themselves, and one of their friends was like, "Dude, I'm gonna make money off of this."
Yes, I'm gonna sell stencils.
so I don't
People's walls.
I don't go
Live, laugh, love.
I don't go grocery shopping anymore. I just Instacart it. But the instructions that I leave every time is do not knock. The kids are sleeping.
That's a good one.
Just leave it at the door.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting
There's
till
no
we
kids.
meet
Or my-
someone who Instacarts to our house and they ask about our kids, and one of us is like, "Oh, we don't have kids." And then
Oh,
it's
you
just
mean the
like,
dogs?
Dog parents. Or my favorite move, opening the curtain and looking out as the guy is leaving the food.
Oh, I do that all
And
the
then he-
time.
Drop it. Seriously.
Put it down.
I do that all the time.
And the guy's
want
like,
to
"I
talk
know.
to you. Leave it. Just leave it and go.
I ordered Domino's one night. Like me and Christina were going. I was really drunk, going back and forth for like 4 hours. I'm like, I'm hungry, but I don't want to cook anything. She's like, just order food. I don't want to spend any money. So finally, at like 1:30 in the morning, she's like, the only thing that's open is Domino's. Just order fucking Domino's. So I ordered
You're
Domino's.
like a child. It's hilarious.
Yeah, I ordered Domino's. It was a white garlic chicken pizza. So I put on there, just leave on the front porch. So I'm sitting there, drunk as shit, and my phone is going off, and it's 2:00 in the morning, and she's like, "Hi, I see here on the instructions that you wanted me to leave it on the front porch." I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Where would you like me to leave it?" I'm like, "On the goddamn front porch."
It gets better.
And then she immediately starts knocking on the door. And I'm like, no, leave it on the fucking porch. So she puts it down. She leaves. And I go and I open up the pizza. And it is raw dough with chunks of chicken on it.
They forgot the cheese.
They forgot the cheese. They forgot the sauce. And they forgot to bake it.
That's funny.
I was like, you fucking pieces of shit.
I also one time, because he had the car and he was working late, and I was like, I feel like a snack. I'm just going to order some lava cakes from Domino's and a soda for later. So I order it, and she comes to the door, and she's like, did you order this? I'm like, yes, I did. Thank you. She's like, can I see your ID? I'm like, you're IDing me for my lava cake? She's like, I have to. And I was like,
For lava
Hey,
cake?
this
What?
is this is already sad. Here's a photo identification, so you know I'm the person that ordered lava cake for delivery.
The $7 lava cake.
Yeah.
Just my last question of the night would be for the men. Do you ever go pee and then flush the toilet and try to race?
Oh, yeah.
Race it down.
Oh, like-
the flush?
You're like, oh, I only got a little left. Wait.
Is that why
Wait,
there's always piss on
Oh,
everything?
no. No.
Abby
Do I have to
gets
flush again? Crap.
furious with me over that.
I mean, I don't think I have, but I'm
definitely
going
do
to now.
do that.
It's
That's
a
a
race.
fun sport. That's
It's a-
like
it's a-
like that shit on South Park, the turd cutters.
Yes.
You know, where you
It's a
like
fun
fucking
sport.
Take a dump and turn around and cut
No.
it.
Yeah,
No.
no.
Fucking pee.
Yeah, no,
The other,
no.
wait, hold on, no.
I don't do
Have you-
that
have
for
you
the
ever-
record.
No,
have
no.
you ever been?
But
have
it's
you ever,
hilarious.
Have you
We're-
ever been in a single person public restroom and you stand back as far as you can to
Absolutely.
start peeing and just see if you can like just go the entire
Yeah.
time without? So you just start edging up closer and
I'm
closer.
convinced you do that at our house.
That's possible.
All men do it.
Dude, I'll all the
I-
time
I-
be
I
like,
caught
dude,
my kid doing that.
there's pee on the floor. And he's like, I didn't do it. I'm like, I sit down to pee. And he's like, I didn't do it. I'm like, did the cat do it? Did the ghost do it?
No, we did it.
Yeah.
I literally have watched Harrison in the bathroom. I'm like, what the fuck is he? I'll walk,
for the-
I'll like peer around the corner and see he's back, literally like as far back, like his butt is touching the tub, and he's like
Yep.
angling that shit up, and I'm like, dude, piss is everywhere.
What are you doing?
For the longest time, the fun part was when you go out with your friends drinking, you then text them a photo when you're in the public restroom. You lock the door and you pee you pee in the sink, but you take a photo of you. You can only see the stream going
Yes.
into the sink. Yeah.
So, especially
gross.
when you have boys for sons, they definitely rat you out way more. Harrison has ratted me out like in the morning. Sometimes we'll both wake up and we'll go to the bathroom, and he's using the bathroom. He's using the toilet, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna piss my pants. So I then turn towards the tub, and then I pee in the tub. I'm like, this is not gonna come back to me. No one. Why would my son rat on me?
Do
for
you
this?
then? Please tell me you clean the tub.
Well, you spray it out, yeah.
He just turns the
It's
Spray out
all
with water or actual cleaning substance?
No,
It's all pipes. They all go to the same sewer.
No, because you see, if you do that and you don't spray it, it's going to smell like stale piss in the bathtub.
You got to spray it out. Yeah, you turn on the water, you let that run, and flush the tub.
With no extra cleaning product. I'm not using fucking.
Does the toilet? Yeah. Does the toilet need extra cleaning product?
Yeah.
It does. It does.
needs a little bit of
Zach,
elbow
once a
grease
week.
about
Every time,
once a week.
once a
I would
week,
do that.
once a week. When you're in the shower, you're standing in the shower.
I'm gonna throw you under the bus.
It's made of porcelain versus is your shower made of porcelain?
Hold
No.
on. I'm gonna throw.
Exactly.
I have
It's
to, I'm gonna-
absorbent.
I'm gonna
It's
I'm gonna throw
porous
Zach under the
material.
bus.
Harrison already did. He already did.
Dirty dishes?
Whoa.
Oh no!
So what happened? What happened was when Harrison ratted on me. Abby woke up one morning, took him to the bathroom. She went to the bathroom first, and he's like, "I really have to go." So he starts pissing in the tub, and Abby's like, "What are you doing?" And he goes, "Dad does it all the time." That's my mic drop. I'm not going into anything about dishes.
Hey, everybody that's watching still. If you're still with us, what are your weird
Don't
bathroom things
no.
that you do?
No high fiving.
How much money have you made, Art? Has it ever
know
been
he's done
$700
it.
million?
You know he's done it.
Jesus Christ! if you
Probably
do-
not.
How
Clean
many
the fucking
pizzas?
house.
How
You
much
know
money
he's
would you
done it.
invest
You
in
know
your
for a
friends
fact
to
he's done it.
prank them with pizza?
Is that why the litter box is always super full after I scoop it? Are you just
because
painting the litter box?
Pinching loaves in the litter box
Hey.
to see if the cat does anything with it?
Hey, if you have one toilet and you're in the
Science
bathroom,
experiment.
I'm gonna take like it's just I can go outside and piss. No one complains about when I piss outside.
You know why?
This is a drain.
Because
Everyone
your
else
wife
loses
doesn't
their
have
shit.
to clean outside. She doesn't have to clean your piss outside. That's why no one's complaining.
All right, guys,
Yeah,
let's wrap this up.
Let's wrap it up. All right,
Peace.
thank
Good
you.
night.
Yeah.
Later.
Yeah, one time Zach told me he pissed my dirty dishes when he was very drunk.
Damage by you! Damage by you!
I didn't do that.
Come on!
Check it out.